Hello dear students, myself Jitnesh Patil. Welcome you all in the second part of mechanical properties and elastic constant of metals. In the first part we have already studied about the basic concept of the mechanical properties, the definitions, and also we learn what is linear strain, lateral strain, what is Poisson's law, and also we'll solve the numerical which are based on uniaxial stress system, the bulk modulus, volumetric strain, etc., etc. So in second part we will going to study about the biaxial stress system. So as it mentioned, biaxial stress system. So first of all we should have to know what is mean by biaxial system. As it mentioned here, the figure with a two axial, that is x-axis and y-axis. So as the definition says, when two forces are applied on mutually perpendicular planes, that is x and y, then the stress so develop in the system is called as biaxial system. Means we are going to study about the a system having two different axial stresses. So as you know, the E, that is modulus of elasticity, is nothing but the strain to stress to the strain, that is sigma, that is stress upon strain, that is small e. So by shifting E on left hand side and E on the right hand side, we get a new one equation, that is small e is equals to stress divided by modulus of elasticity. So strain in x direction we will for the E, so E of x is equal to sigma x divided by E. And you know that the Poisson's law is nothing but the lateral strain to the linear strain. The definition of Poisson's law is, if you remember, the Poisson's law is nothing but the ratio of lateral strain to the linear strain. So mu is equals to nothing but the minus, that minus indicating the negative sign, which means the decrease, that is minus lateral strain to the linear strain. So mu is equals to right here minus E of y divided by E of x, that is this is the strain in lateral, that is if the force is acting in x axis, that will be linear, and for that system it will be sigma y will be the parallel, means lateral. So E of y divided by E of x, so we'll get a one equation that E of y is equals to nothing but mu into E of x. Now total strain in any system is nothing but the linear strain plus lateral strain. So we have the value of E of x is nothing but sigma x divided by E minus value of E of y is equals to mu into E of x. So value of E of x, substitute value, we get the equation sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E. So for same, when we consider the sigma y as a principal axis, so that time the linear stress will be sigma y. For that system, sigma x will be the lateral. So E of y is equals to changing the position, sigma Ey is equals to sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma x divided by E. So that will be stress in the x axis, and for E of y, that is stress in the y axis. So we have to consider, or we will remember one trick, that is when the E of x is there, so sigma y will be negative. For E of y, the sigma x will be negative. Now this is biaxial system, so that time sigma z is absent, that's why the strain in the z direction will be the negative of other two, that is x and y. So mu into sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma divided by E. Now the total strain, that is volumetric strain, that is change in volume to the original volume, is equals to strain in each direction, that is x direction, y direction and z direction. Substitute the value of E of x, E of y and E of z, we get this equation by taking the common sigma x and sigma y. So sigma x plus sigma y divided by E into 1 minus 2 mu is the final equation. We will now solve the one numerical. In the first numerical, we have in a biaxial stress system, it is mentioned here biaxial. So we'll get an idea that the numerical is based on the biaxial. The stress along the direction are sigma x 50 Newton per mm square and sigma y is equal to 30 Newton per mm square. Both are tensile. That means whenever you should have to consider, remember that tensile means positive and compressive will be negative. Keep in mind. Determine the strain along the two direction. E is equals to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square, and mu, that is Poisson's law, Poisson's ratio, is equals to 0.3. We have the value sigma x, that is 50 Newton per mm square, and sigma y is equal to 30 Newton per mm square. We have the value, and we have the value of E, that is modulus elasticity, that is 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per m square, and value of mu, that is Poisson's ratio, is 0.3. We have the formula earlier we studied, that is strain in x direction is equals to E of x is equals to sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E. Just substitute the value. First of all, we'll take the 1 by E common. So in bracket sigma x, and here remaining is sigma mu into sigma y. Substitute the value. We get answer 2.05 into 10 raised to minus 4 tensile. Now what is tensile? It means what? It is a positive. That's why it is calling as a tensile. For the y direction, same, we'll interchange. So E of y is equals to sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma x divided by E. So taking again 1 by common, remaining sigma y minus mu into sigma x. Substitute value, we get again positive answer, that is 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. So this is positive, that will again also taking as a tensile stress. The third one, as we mentioned, it is E of z. So mu, that is minus mu into sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma divided by E. Substitute value, we get the answer in minus 1.2. Here we get the answer minus 1.2. So hence it is denoted as a negative. So it is compressive. So this is a basic numerical in which we have to we have called calculate the strain in x direction, strain in y direction, and strain in z direction. In the second numerical, again a steel plate having dimensions 360 mm into 220 mm into 330 mm is subjected to biaxial normal stress as shown in figure. The figure is there, and E 204 gigapascal and mu is equals to 0.27. So first of all, we can say observe that all the forces in outward direction, that means the tensile, so all the stresses are in positive. So the value of sigma is equal to 140 Newton per m square, sigma y is equals to 140, the same as it is, and the value of E is 204 gigapascal, that means 204 kilonewton per m square. It is a GPa, that is P will capital. So 204 into 10, as I mentioned, kilo, so into 10 raised to 3 Newton per m square, and value of mu, that is given 0.27. Now same way we will use that formula. So E of x equals to nothing but the sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E. Substitute the value, same way we will calculate. So we get a E of x equals to 5.01 into 10 raised to minus 4. So it is it positive sign? So answer will be positive. So that is tensile. So positive, which means a tensile. Second, we have to calculate the strain in y direction. We have to calculate the x direction, but we have to calculate bulk modulus. So we will first of all calculating the all stress in the x direction and y direction, z direction. Same way, we get the value of E of y is equals to same way 5.01 into 10 raised to minus 4. It is again tensile, that is a positive. The third one is strain in z direction, that is E of z. So E of z is equals to minus mu into sigma x divided by minus mu into sigma y divided by. Again mu divided by we get common, remaining minus sigma x minus sigma y. By substituting value, we get E of z is equals to, this is E of z actually, note the correction, this is E of z minus 3.7 into 10 to minus 4. Now total volumetric deflection will be delta V upon V, that is a volumetric strain. So E of x plus E of y plus E of z. Substitute all the value, we get final answer 6.31 into 10 raised to minus 4. As we know, we have to calculate the K, that is bulk modulus. So now the K means bulk modulus means nothing but the stress divided by strain. So that is volumetric strain. So stress we have 140, and as we have calculated the value of volumetric strain, that is 6.31 into 10 raised to minus 4. So final answer of the k will be 2.22 into 10 raised to 5. I repeat, just take one note of one correction, that is this one is a E of z. Third one, the problem number 3. In biaxial stress system, the stresses along the two perpendicular direction are 100 Newton mm square tensile and 200 Newton mm square compressive. So for the along x and y axis direction respectively, calculate strain along these two directions. That means same way. Now we have the first one as a tensile, so it is positive, and second is compressive, it is denoted compressive, so it will be minus 200. Value of E, as I write it, repeat, 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per m square, and mu is equals to 0.25 is already given. Now we are taking the sigma y as a compressive, that is negative. Now same way, the formula for strain in x direction will be sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E. So taking 1 by E as a common, so in bracket sigma x minus mu into sigma y. Substitute value, just make a note here, we are putting the value sigma x equals to 100 minus mu to 0.25. Now putting the value of sigma y is minus 20, so we are taking in bracket, so minus minus will get plus, so that is 100 plus 0.25 into 200. So the by calculating all the answer we will get 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. Next is strain in y direction. Same, E of y is equals to sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma x divided by E. Again taking 1 by E as a common, remaining in bracket sigma y minus mu into sigma x. Again here we are putting the value of sigma y is equals to minus 200 and value of sigma x equals to positive 100. I repeat, the sigma x is positive as it is a positive, is a tensile. So minus 200 minus 0.25 into 200, so it will be minus something 225 into this one, we'll get an answer minus 1.125 into 10 to minus 3. So it will be the compressive. And the last one, the third one, that is strain in z direction. So minus mu into sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E. Taking the mu divided by E as a common, remaining minus sigma x minus sigma y. By putting the value and by calculating the above equation, we get answer Ez, that is strain in z direction, will be 1.25 into 10 to minus 4, as it is positive, so it will be tensile. That's all in the this session, that is biaxial stress system. In the next session we will study about the triaxial system. That's it. Stay home, stay